This is Hannibal from the HannibalTV.com. And in the past week, I've reviewed some WCW salaries and had a lot of interest in those videos. Today, WWE released a lot of wrestlers, and some of the wrestlers are actually listed on this list. So I just wanted to go through the WWE mid-2019 salaries that were listed in the Express paper over in the UK in an October 2019 article they did about WWE salaries. Now, keep in mind with WWE salaries, their downside guarantee is just their base pay. Every time they do a house show, they get paid depending on where they are on the card. With pay-per-view, if they appear on a pay-per-view, they get a percentage of not only the gate, but also a percentage of the pay-per-view revenue. They also get a percentage of their merchandise sales and when they appear on DVDs and so forth. So this is just their base pay. If they don't work at all, if they sit at home doing nothing, this is what they get paid. Doesn't include their Saudi Arabia money or anything like that. So here we go. Let's get into this. And as I said, some of the wrestlers released today are listed on here. To go into the WWE senior staff salaries, Triple H as Executive Vice President of Talent, Live Events, and Creative made $1.1 million. Plus, he made an additional $1.65 million for his talent appearances. Vince McMahon made $2.4 million. Kevin Dunn made $800,000, and I know Kevin Dunn had bonuses as well. For WWE men base salaries, Brock Lesnar made $12 million. Again, that's before any bonuses. If he never wrestled at all, I'm guessing his downside guarantee is $12 million, according to this paper. John Cena made $8.5 million. Roman Reigns made $5 million. Randy Orton made $4.5 million. AJ Styles, $3.5 million. Seth Rollins, $3 million. The Undertaker, who rarely appears, and this obviously doesn't include his Saudi Arabia money, made $2.5 million. So you wonder why he keeps wrestling. $2.5 million for hardly wrestling. Kevin Owens, $2 million. Dolph Ziggler, $1.5 million. Sheamus, $1 million. Jeff Hardy, $1 million. Bray Wyatt, $1 million. Jinder Mahal, $900,000. Kane, $900,000. The Big Show, $850,000. Samoa Joe, $800,000. Rusev, who was released today, $800,000. Sin Cara, $700,000. Matt Hardy, who has recently switched to AEW, made $650,000. Luke Harper, who was hardly used, made $550,000. I'll take $550,000 to sit at home, sure, and just wrestle a handful of times. Sounds good. Eric Rowan, who I believe was released today, made $550,000. R-Truth, $550,000. Kofi Kingston, $500,000. Xavier Woods, $500,000. Big E, $500,000. And I believe they've renewed their contract since then. It's probably for more. Sami Zayn, $500,000. And he actually had a fan thrown out of a live event. Wow. You could call me whatever you want for $500,000 a year, guys. Shinsei Nakamura, $400,000. Heath Slater, who was released today, $400,000 for Heath Slater. Don't feel too bad for that guy. Kalisto, $350,000. Titus O'Neil, $300,000. Bo Dallas, $300,000. Braun Strowman, and I know he's made a lot more than that with his bonuses, and I know he's making more than this now. At this time, he was only making $300,000. I know he's making a lot more than this now. Apollo Crews, $300,000. Scott Dawson, $250,000. Says here Luke Gallows before bonuses, $250,000. He just recently re-signed to a much larger contract. Jey Uso, $250,000. Jimmy Uso, $250,000. Curtis Axel, $250,000. Kurt Hawkins, who was released today, $200,000. May as well do some spring cleaning, get rid of guys like that. WWE Women, Ronda Rousey made a base salary of $1.5 million. Charlotte Flair, $550,000. Nikki Bella, $350,000. Brie Bella, Brie Bella, $300,000. And I mean, that doesn't include their TV show. Mickey James, $300,000. Alexa Bliss, $350,000. Natalia, $300,000. Asuka, $250,000. Becky Lynch, $250,000. Dana Brooks, $200,000. Bailey, $200,000. Lana, and I know she re-signed for more money recently, $200,000. How much money do you have to get paid to make out with another man? $200,000 per year. Naomi, $180,000. Carmella, $120,000. Nia Jax, $100,000. Sonya Deville, $100,000. Mandy Rose, $80,000. Ruby Riott, $80,000. Sarah Logan, $80,000. Tamina, $80,000. Liv Morgan, $80,000. So they don't really go into the entire rosters, but there you go. Printed by a UK newspaper, the top downside guarantee salaries. If they never wrestle a match, that's how much they make, but they make more every time they wrestled. Ralph Vaqueros, some of those guys are overpaid. $500,000, pin me, pay me, M Cash says. ALDM 1967 says they all need to go on hiatus, watch tapes of 70s and 80s wrestling, come back, try and imitate that. Ralph Vaqueros says, man, they're getting paid. Mark Situbursky says the women are kind of getting screwed. Well, there you go. There you have it. So they make really good money overall, and many of those people are making more money now, and that's if they don't wrestle at all. So yes, now that there's no house shows, they're making less money because they're not getting the extra pay from house shows, but they still get their minimum pay. And I mentioned this in my comments, but anyone find it weird they haven't released Lars Sullivan yet? He made all those bigoted remarks. Then if you search his name now, all of his porn videos come up. I'm surprised they haven't released him yet. I find that kind of funny. They're keeping him around.